coming on. Okay, yeah. So now how do we get that link? Do we need to copy that link up there? Or down there, does it say links? That's where it is. Okay, guys, we're going to get started in just a second. We had a couple technical difficulties. I'm going to try. Give me a try to do it. Oh, yeah, it's not letting us. What do I do if it doesn't let us, Jake? Says we have one viewer. Is that you? I could write this down potentially, and you could type it in. Oh, okay. We're going to get started here in just a second. Thank you for being patient. Sorry about this technical difficulties. I'm sorry, what?
Are you writing it down?
No, I didn't know you said yes to that. I need a pen in my purse right here, right here. Do I have to write down H2PP? Do you know that? Or HTT? U2 K26 MILT LCL. That one's lowercase. This K is capitalized. Here we go. Did you get it? Jen Robinson says, hey, I think I'm your one viewer, but now we have 3, so I think we're doing good. Yay, Jen, thanks for being one of my viewers. Okay, if you can see me, message me on the right page here. Okay. http://uyou.be. / capital K 26 lowercase m I capital L capital T capital L Z lowercase l. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and get started because I see that 4 of you are on and I want to get going as quickly as we can. And of course, you can replay this and we'll be able to see it again. So I want to get started, and I need Jake's computer because it has my notes on it. So he's going to bring that over to me in just a second. But I want to give some recognition to get started with and tell you all that I'm so proud of you, and I'm super excited for Career Conference coming up. I know it's going to be an absolute blast. We will be wearing our bombshell shirts on Saturday. I think I might wear mine both days. So you can totally wear it both days if you want to, but we will be representing in those bombshell t-shirts if you have one. If you don't have one, not a huge deal. But we can't wait to see you, and of course, have so much fun. You know, I always like to think about what I want to be learning and what I'd like to gain from these events as I go to them. So maybe a good thing for you to do is to be thinking about, what is it that I could gain from Career Conference? What is it I want to gain from Career Conference? And going into it with that thought process, so that way you have a clear understanding of where you want to be and where you can head in your Mary Kay. Okay, well, I'm going to go ahead and go through our top 10 for our Court of Sales so far for our area for this seminar year. And so this ranges from July 1 of 2015 all the way through June 30th of 2016. So coming in at the number 10 position, by the way, there are some changes in here, so listen up. Coming in at the number 10 position is Celeste Hostetter. Coming in at the number 9 position is Leah Rimlinger. Coming in at the number 8 position is Allie Ernest. Number 7 is Danielle Harrison. Number 6 is Veronica Grimm. Number 5 is Danielle. Number 4 is Carrie Stamper. And our top 3 for this seminar year for our area so far are Caitlin Kirk at the number 3 position. Number 2 and runner-up to the queen thus far is Phyllis Hershey. And our queen bee is none other than Miss Angela Sedlock, and I am so proud of you all. You are pushing to the finish. I know Angela is, you know, almost on target for that Court of Sales. She's like inches away, and this month will probably put her right back on target. So I'm so proud of you for that. And she's working hard and pushing hard, and all of those top 10 are, we're talking, you have big numbers there in the top 10. You're right up there with the sales director. So I'm so incredibly proud of you for that hard work and for being on the Court of Sales. I think that's a huge accomplishment. So congratulations to you. Also, I want to let you know, pace setters, I hope you're working hard on that. I want to answer a couple questions that I've been receiving. First of all, there's a separate prize voucher that you'll want to turn in, and that's every single Sunday, just like you did with the other pace setters series. So it's different than like, and I'm saying this for the future references, but it's different than your Booking Bee voucher. It is a voucher that's a separate voucher completely, because Lindsay's assistant is taking care of all the pace setters points, and my assistant takes care of like my Booking Bee and all that stuff. So do make sure you turn in a separate prize voucher. We totally know that like you got points for being a Book 10 achiever this time, but that's because we just want those to work well together and you not to be focusing on a million different things, but to have a centralized focus. So we gave you, of course, your Booking Bee for finishing that and your Book 10 recognition, but you also got points for your pace setter. So hopefully that clarifies that. This is a weekly basis. You do get entered into 2 separate things. The first thing you get entered into would be a monthly date night with your director. Whoever has the most tickets at the end of the month is going to get the date, day, or night, whatever fits best for your schedule. And then at the end of June 30th, from now until June 30th, we will do a ticket drawing out of all of the tickets entered into win, and that person is going to win $500 cash. And there are separate drawings for the director. So like, I know maybe you thought your chances were like slim, but honestly, y'all, you have huge chances because it's our units. And so just keep pushing through that. And remember, there are things that you get tickets for consistently. Your wholesale orders, you get tickets for, okay? You get tickets for adding team members. This coming week, it looks like you're gonna get a ticket for every hour of booking that you complete. Now, hear me out. We are doing this off of the honesty policy. Like, we want you to be real and make sure it's an hour of undivided attention. So it can't be like, oh yeah, I booked for 15 minutes, got on Facebook and scrolled, and then no, it's got to be a full hour's worth of time that you're devoting to that. And if you're doing a party, and that means more to me than even just sitting down and being on the phone. So I would rather, if you walk away, let's do this. I'm sure Lindsay won't care if I say this. If you, walk away from a party and you have a booking or two booked from your party, give yourself hours time for that, because I think that's totally worth it to book from your bookings. If you have those appointments up, I don't need you spending as much time booking. You already have them up on your date book. So I think that's great. You also get one ticket for posting a victory on your unit Facebook page. So I think that's fun, and we just want to get that engagement, that cheering for each other going. 3 tickets for having a star week. And that's for selling $300 in a week's time. So we know that when you consistently sell $300, you will be a star consultant. We want to get you tracking that to finish out your star quarter. But also, as we start into a new star quarter on March 16th, you're going to be strongly working your way into that. Well, some more recognition to give you. We do have some recruiters all ready for this month, and those would be Misty Freer. She has already added a new team member. Danielle Zickafus-Schramm has added a new team member. And so has Lindsay Freisteller. And I just want to say congratulations to you for adding team members. That's like where it's at. So you get tickets entered in to win the $500 cash and the date day for doing that. Also, I just want to let you know that I have this really cool thing that I do on Sunday evenings, and it's from 7 to 9. Now, hear me out. If you could do parties, go do parties. I never want to take away from your party time, from your income producing time, but I wanted to let you know that I do open this up to Google Hangout participants as well. It's a coaching training from 7 to 9 where I'm diving deep into coaching, personality styles, and we're together how to be the best coach for yourself and also for other people. It really has changed my business, and I know that there are women that can definitely vouch for this that have been at the 7 to 9 trainings. Now, if you're local, you can come to my house. If you're not local, you can just plug in via Google Hangout. Other fun things, career conference information. I am staying at the Hyatt Regency, and the Cincinnati Duke Convention Center is where the Mary Kay Conference will be held. Registration opens at 2 p.m. on Friday. The earlier you get there for that, the better. And you do need to pick up your packet, your registration packet. So you have to go to the registration place before you go into the name badge is how they allow you through the doors. And then it starts again at 8:30 on Saturday. Now from 3:30 to 5 p.m. on Friday, there is an emerging leaders training and a director training. And the emerging leaders is for red jackets and above. And then obviously directors is for directors. And I definitely encourage you to get into your red so you can attend that. Also, at 5:45, we are wanting to meet in the lobby of the Hyatt for those of you who are already in town, because we do have something special for you. So I'm excited to give that to you. And then at 7 p.m., the general session starts. And you want to make sure you're there at least 15 minutes early, because unfortunately, we didn't get top 3. And so there aren't aren't saved seats. There's not reserved seats for us. So you do want to make sure you get there at least 15 minutes early. I would say I hope we can have like a team captain who goes and she's like paving the way, and she'll be there way early to save all the seats for us. I think we need 36 or 38 seats. So just a heads up so that we can stay together as an area. And I think that'd be so much fun. Okay. There's also a fun app that you can download in the meantime. It's a Mary Kay Events app, and it keeps you up to date on any changes within Career Conference and anything that you need to be up to date on. So that's another fun app that you can stay up to date on. And so go ahead and download that before we take off for Career Conference. A couple of other announcements I just wanted to share with you would be that, what was I going to say? I'm thinking, if you are needing a ride or anything, please make sure you let us know and you get that arranged for Career Conference, because we could totally help you out with all of that. So I know we have some open spots and some people that are working together to make that happen. So if you need that, definitely reach out to us. We will have our cell phones on us, of course, to reach out to your sales director if you need anything, but just have an open heart, open mind. Come with a notebook, come with a pen, come prepared to learn. So another couple things too is remember, The STAR Consultant Program deadline is the 15th, and that is next Tuesday, so this upcoming Tuesday, and you have until 1 a.m. to finish it. Now, I cannot stress enough the importance of being a STAR consultant. When you are a STAR, you get to pick prizes from the company, but you get to go to the laser tag with us, which is so much fun. You also get consistency prizes for being a consistent STAR consultant. It's something that goes in our newsletter. You get lots of recognition, so push hard to be a STAR. And if you really need some extra help, I know that I have some consultants working on a little like variation of a mascara-thon script. So if you want that, you can hop onto my Bombshell page, and I can even share that with Lindsay and her page, so that y'all can see that, and and I can put it on the national page so you can see a great way to maybe finish up your STAR, but push, push, push. And I am telling you that you can do this. Emily Harding has been a STAR consultant for, I think, like 2 years straight, going on her 3rd year. And it's funny because she's had to push pretty hard for being a STAR before. We remember days where she was, or quarters, where she was 2 days away from the finish line, and she had like maybe $200 in production in at that point. So that like you can do it. And she still consistently was always a STAR consultant. You can do it. But that is like the big focus for right now, is finishing up and being a STAR. Okay, so be a STAR. Stars and cars. Now, I want to make this training quick, especially since I took some extra time out of your schedule. And I just want to talk to you about, I don't know if y'all have heard of her, but it's Ronda Rousey. And Ronda Rousey is an MMA fighter. And the reason why I kind of got introduced to her was because there was a guy, I guess that's a fighter. I don't know what kind of fighter he is, but her and him kind of like went back and forth on different social media sites, and Jake would keep me up to date. And I was always like, yeah, Ronda. I was on her team, even though I don't watch that kind of stuff. It was just like I fought for her because I felt like it was like women's rights or something. But I recently was informed that she did an interview with Ellen. And this interview was so incredibly good. So I'm going to play it for you just really quick, and I'm going to stop it like almost halfway through because there's some really important stuff I want you to get out of this. So listen up to this and see what you think.
So do you have, like, how long does a headache last after you're hit like that? Do you have a headache still?
No, I know. I didn't have a headache at all. It's not about like pain or things happening. It's just things stop working. You know, like my brain stopped working properly, and my teeth didn't really work that properly.
And how long was it that your brain was not aware of that? How long did that take to settle down?
Probably till like the next morning.
Wow. Did you worry for a minute? Like, could this be permanent? Did I really hurt myself and maybe I won't do this again?
No, to be honest, like what I was thinking, like honestly, like my thought, I was like in the medical room, and I was like down in the corner. I was sitting in the corner, and I was like, what am I anymore if I'm not this? And I was literally sitting there and like thinking about killing myself. And the exact second, I'm like, I'm nothing. I'm like, what do I do anymore? And no one gives a shit about me anymore without this. And to be honest, I looked up and I saw my man, Travis, was standing there, and I was looking up at him, and I was just like, I need to have his babies. I need to stay alive. I was like, really,
you got to stay alive.
And I hadn't told anybody that. I think I would have told him that. But that was like what I was thinking. Like, I was meant to have him when I was at my lowest, for sure.
Yeah.
I don't know if I would have made it without him.
To have that support system, sure. It breaks my heart to hear. I mean, anybody looking at you, you're such a brave woman in so many ways, and so obviously strong physically and mentally to do what you do. So to hear you say that, I actually think it's a really great thing, and I'm grateful that you did say that, because there are a lot of people out there that have thoughts like that, and they're looking at you going, wow, if she can have thoughts like that. So you just did a lot of good for a lot of people, so thank you for saying that.
I did why did this happen? Why does it have to happen like this? Because I do believe, like, all the best things come from the worst things. The worst thing that happened in my life, it resulted in the absolute worst thing. It resulted in the absolute best things. And I'm trying to think, like, what is the reason of all this? And I'm thinking, like, what my actual purpose is. And maybe just winning all the time isn't what's best for everybody. And I felt like maybe my role is, everyone has their moment of picking themselves off the floor. And I'd gone through several of mine, but no one had had actually seen me go through it, and maybe I just had to be that example, picking myself off the floor for everyone. And maybe that's what I'm meant for. And I really do believe I'm still undefeated, because being defeated is a choice. Everybody has losses in their life, but I choose to always be undefeated.
And I love that video. It still kind of brings her thinking of, you know, she said, out of your weakest moments sometimes come your strongest victories, and talking about how she chooses to be undefeated, even when she felt the most defeated, that being defeated is a personal choice. And so, you know, as our national area is under construction, to me, it doesn't matter how defeated you might feel right now, or where you are with your goal, or what suit you show up in, or if you're in your red jacket, or where you are. But right now, because we're under construction, and because we're choosing not to be defeated, we're going to see ultimate victory, so much success. With that attitude of feeling, yes, maybe we're not hitting it at the timeline that we said we were going to, but that doesn't mean that we are defeated. It means we are choosing to be undefeated. So let's march our victory dance across that stage, knowing that this is our last career conference. Sitting on seats as director without a national area in Go Give. We are forevermore going to be a national area together. Defeated or not, we believe we're undefeated. Make tonight great. I hope that touched you the way it did me. Bye-bye.